Hello, I'm Matthew Patrick Torres. This is a 15-minute break, and you might notice I look smarter, and it's because I read a bunch of books. And this is my friend who read them with me.
Hi, I'm Taylor Leddin, and I've read all the books, every book I've read.
So, we, unbeknown to everybody else, or benounced, or what's the correct word? Benounced? Unbeknownst. Me and Taylor meet up constantly when we read books, and we always challenge each other to see who can read a good book. And the book that I read is this book.
Oh.
I'm Chevy Chase and you're not. This is the worst book that I've ever read in my entire life. So if you saw this on the thing, you're like, oh, Chevy Chase, like the guy from the Vacation movies and Saturday Night Live and many other awesome movies that he made. Community. No, it's horrible. It's all about all the worst parts of his life. He was abused as a child. It's very boring. It's not even written by him. It's written by some other guy with his permission. So every once in a while he talks in Chevy Chase's voice and then not his own. And I didn't even read the whole book because it's so sad and depressing. And it's about how everyone from SNL hates him. And Bill Murray's in the book, but only because he said that he didn't want to be in the book. They put him in the book. So I really have brought nothing to the table, but I've read this book. I mean, I've read most of this book. It's just really bad. I mean, there's nothing you could quiz me on it that I wouldn't get. I just didn't make it to like the last quarter of it. It was just so awful. It was just making me sad. I have a lot of feelings.
Look at that review on the back from Chevy Chase.
I didn't see
it's
that.
The best of its kind.
What a good review, Chevy.
I hope he comes at you in the comments.
I hope he does.
Because you know he's just...
And if you want to know, in Wicker Park Bookstore, I paid $10.50 for this. And whoever that is who works there signed it now. But yeah, that is all I had to bring to the table.
Well, my book that I read is a little less intellectually stimulating. Mainly because it was written by me.
Oh, you wrote a book?
I did. It's called The Time Capsule Journal. It's available on Amazon.
And she brought me one.
It's fabulous. Yeah, we have matching books.
You're on the back and stuff? Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
You're the most successful person I've ever had on my podcast.
What? Wow.
I mean, no offense, Amy. My other co-host. Oh, and Brad. I think besides those guys.
Besides everyone else that has been on this show.
You're more successful than them. This is pretty cool. What's this book all about? Is it about time capsules?
So it's basically your own time capsule. What you do is there's prompts inside the book and you answer half now and then you go back in a few years, say like 5 years, and then you answer the other half and you see how you've grown and changed as a person.
So you write in these books? So I have another book that I would like to bring to the table that's also interactive. This is the owner's manual to a 1997 Chevy Cavalier, which I've had to use on many occasions because my own 1997 Chevy Cavalier has failed me 5 times and I had to sell it.
I read that in college.
Did you?
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was written by Chevy.
And why is there a theme?
So this is Chevy Chase's book, and then my second pick is Chevy Cavalier 1997 Owner's Manual. Both good reads. I would say to compare my reads of this month, this one's way more depressing. This is a very depressing man, but I don't know. This book has a lot of twists and turns.
Wow.
But this is the book.
This is the book.
This
Can
is
I
pretty
ask
cool.
you a question from the book?
So these are all questions I'm going to read now, or I'm going to answer them now, and then what do I do? Do I give them to a friend, or do I re-answer them? How does that work?
So you'll answer half of it, and then you'll go back, and each of the 2 pages, they have a similarly worded question. They're not exactly the same, but... So for example, Forget New Year's. Make a resolution today. What would your resolution be?
My resolution would be to get rid of this book because it haunts me in my sleep. There's a very large passage in it about how Chevy was abused as a child. So if you like that kind of stuff, this is your book.
You should just write on the back of this where it says the best of its kind, put no, and mail it.
I mean, that's the best. I wish I could review. Do you know what? I'm very proud of you, Taylor. The best part is I wish you should write a review of your own book, and then future copies you should be like riveting. Just put it like a great way to keep in touch, like with your inner self, and then put that in the book by Taylor.
Brought me to tears, and the author is very attractive.
The best. I've had sex with the writer. Was that too far? Did I cross the line right there?
If my grandpa's watching this.
Sorry, Grandpa. I'm saying she did. I didn't. She had her. It was one of those jokes. Yeah, I went too far.
Anyway, so what you do? So you make a resolution. Your resolution is to ditch this book.
Wait, hold on. I want to make it clear. She's the writer, and I was using the voice. That was her, with herself. I'm not backtracking well. All right, let's go back into the book.
I told you that in confidence. Anyway, so you make a resolution, get rid of this book, and then in 5 years you answer the subsequent question, which is, did you stick to that resolution? And then it encourages you to make another one.
I've had this book for 2 years. But you know what book has never failed me? The 1997 Chevy Cavalier Owner's Manual.
That's the one.
Made from recycled paper.
Ooh, look at this cool bookmark I have.
Oh, that's cool. Pikachu bookmark?
My friend Scott drew that.
Oh, hey, Scott. I have a bookmark. Where did I put it? Oh, I have a bookmark. It's inside my 1997 Chevy Cavalier.
Oh.
And it's my bowling stats from 2001. Wasn't a good year. Great year.
Bowled a 67.
It was. I mean, I was a kid still, I'm guessing, and then it was, and then our country was in turmoil. Am I hitting all the bad things? Let me. One of my resolutions is going to be no masturbation jokes and no 9/11 references. Write a letter to your past
Not
self.
in the same sentence.
I mean, yeah. I guess that's worse, right? Write a letter to your future self. Write a letter to my past self. Wow, that's very interesting.
So, if you had to do that today, what would you say to 5 years ago, Matt?
5 years ago, Matt. Invest in real estate. And then to my future, Matt, sell. Sell. Things are gonna get rough for you, buddy. And then I like the part I like about this book a lot is it holds you accountable. So there's other ones like, did you stick to it?
It does, yeah. It's almost a little bit like having a therapist, but in book form, in a weird way.
Can I ask you some of these?
Sure.
Who are some of your heroes now?
I mean, aside from you, obviously, I'd have to say Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase. We all liked you until you wrote this bastard of a book.
You know, actually, not Chevy Chase. My hero would have to be Clark Griswold.
Clark Griswold?
Same face, different personality.
Man, Clark Griswold is awesome. Too bad Chevy Chase is such a jerk.
I know. I wish he was like Clark Griswold.
I wish he was like Bill Murray.
Or even his character in Caddyshack would be better.
He was kind of a jerk in Caddyshack.
A little bit, but he was likable.
A lot of people don't remember Caddyshack well. He was kind of a jerk.
Yeah.
He was pompous.
Very pompous.
I heard he was a jerk, even making it.
Yeah.
They're doing cocaine and stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be another thing. I'm like, a cool thing about this is, there's some other room too. I like that I could even come back to this 10 years from now.
Yeah. That's how I did my first one. So I came up with this concept in high school, and I had just this standard journal that I filled with a bunch of random stuff. And then when I graduated, I decided to put it in a box and put a date on it, which is 2022. I can't open it until my birthday of that year. And I have maybe like somewhat of a recollection what's in the book, but not totally. So I have something to look forward to, and I'm excited.
How old will you be in 2022?
I'll be 17. I'll be 28.
Oh my God. You'll still be super young. You should make it like 50 years from now.
50 years?
Oh, I don't know. I guess that's too much. You went too low. I went too high.
We'll find a happy medium.
8 years?
I guess 30 would be the happy medium.
Yeah, 30 would be like, 30, because then 30, I feel like 30 kind of hits you for me. Because then you're not a kid anymore.
Yeah.
Like your actions have consequences. I mean, they always do, but then it's like, they have the trajectory of your life and more of a consequence when you're 30.
Yeah, so I have 5 more years left of making bad decisions.
So you have this, or do you have a version you made of this? So this is just...
So mine was just a handmade journal. This just came out earlier this year. Again, it's available on Amazon.
Amazon, get it. The link will be in the description. Also, if you want to just like stalk Taylor, I'm going to put a link to all of her social medias in there, and you can stalk her because, I mean...
Please do. My life's pretty boring, so...
Oh, if you had a stalker, that would really like up the fun of this video. I would just be like, yes!
Yeah.
So if you want to leave stalkerish comments, if you have a YouTube profile that doesn't have a picture so no one knows who you really are, you're one of those people who have a YouTube where it's like numbers and stuff, feel free to put like some really stalkerish comments. I mean, don't cross the line, please, because then, I don't know, I'll make you read Chevy Chase's book. Don't.
No,
am I putting more,
but that.
Am I putting more advertisement for Chevy Chase's book in here than the Time Capsule Journal?
A little bit, but I'm okay with it.
But I mean, you need to add like a quote from you. Riveting by Taylor.
Yeah, I would say it's riveting. It's so well written. I mean, look at all of the effort that went into this.
I like it.
The words overflow.
This is like a genius idea. I've actually never seen this idea. Because you know how like sometimes when you see an idea, you feel like you've seen it before? Mm-hmm. I was like trying to like in my head, like, you know how maybe I'm a jerk. Because then I was trying to like read it. I was like, have I seen this idea before? But I haven't. The only thing I kind of...
Call her out on this.
Is this kind of like a pick your own adventure, but of your own life. Remember Pick Your Own Adventure?
I like that analogy.
Yeah, it's like
That's
a pick your own
fun.
adventure of your own life. I used to use those to cheat on book reports.
Really? How'd that work out for you?
So what you do is, if you want to...
The book report?
on Chevy Chase. If you
3rd grade.
If you're ever a kid, I mean, if you're a kid watching this, first off, you know too much about me already. But second off, if you want to cheat on a book report, this is what you do. You find pick your own adventure book. If you Google it, you'll find out what it is. It's like when you read a book, and then like you want to like you want the character to like choke this guy, or you want the character to like jump out a window. If you do, you go 38-69. So like if you look through the book, you find the first ending. So the first ending is normally like in page 10, and then you just work backwards from there. So then I would just write that short story that took like 5 pages to read, and then I would just really make an elaborate 1-page book report and turn it in.
That almost sounds like more work.
No, it's not. If it was, I would do it the other way.
Fair enough.
I'll tell you all the cheating, especially if you want to cheat reading this book, or if you want to cheat reading this book. What's the other one? Am I getting too old? What's the other thing to cheat where it's called? Man, there used to be a name for it. Cliff Notes? Cliff Notes.
Oh, that's another great book.
Cliff Notes. You get the Cliff Notes to any book, you'll never have to do a book report in your life.
Yes. Actually, the newer version of that is Spark Notes, which is the online version of Cliff Notes, but there's probably something that I don't know about because school was a while ago.
Also, if you really want to cheat, you can go to these websites and people will write your book reports for you.
You just have to pay them.
You have to PayPal them like $20 and then they give you like the thing or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I should get in on that.
I mean, I feel like I could do that, especially if they're real little kids.
Yeah. If
So
they're gonna Venmo me $20, I'll do it.
If we want to do a little wrap up, this is a wrap up. These are not my picks. Chevy Chase. I mean, if you need this book, if you are sick of life, you should read this book. My number 2 pick, a close number 2, the Chevy Cavalier Owner's Manual. Never failed me. All types of diagrams. They've spared no expense. The number 1 book, if you've taken anything away from my podcast, is that you need to read this. I highly recommend it from these pages I'm reading. I'm actually going to fill this out, and then it's going to be a friendship thing we do 5 years from now when I'm 35 and you're 22, and then we can go through all over that. But yeah, it's going to be in the link. And to Stalk Taylor.